Alright folks, buckle up. If you're a Dodgers fan, you better sit down for this one. Because what I'm about to drop on you, it's not just a rumor, it's a full-blown scandal that's got the front office scrambling, fans rioting in the comments, and the entire MLB world whispering about a conspiracy so deep, it could reshape the Dodgers dynasty. Picture this. Teoscar Hernandez, the guy who single-handedly flipped Game 1 of the NLDS with that monster 3-run homer, the clutch king who crushes lefties like they're piñatas. Now he's on the chopping block? Dave Roberts just threw gasoline on the fire with his cryptic comments, and Brandon Gomez is playing coy like it's all smoke and mirrors. Is this the Dodgers' master plan to rebuild without him? Or is there something sinister brewing behind the scenes? Let's break this down step by step, because if you're not outraged yet, you will be by the end. This is the Teoscar Hernandez trade saga, and it's about to explode. And trust me, we're going deep, deeper than a pitcher's arm in the 7th inning. We're talking 3,000 words of pure, unfiltered chaos, so grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and let's dive in. What if I told you this isn't just about one player? It's about the soul of the Dodgers franchise. Are you ready? First off, the hook, the spark that lit this powder keg. Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, gets asked point-blank about the rumors swirling around Teoscar Hernandez. Could he be traded? Moved to left field? And what does Roberts say? Right now, he's our right fielder. Right now. That's not a commitment, people. That's a loophole big enough to drive a fleet of luxury SUVs through. He talks about Hernandez's versatility, his potential, and how they might shape the roster. But here's the crazy part. He brings up that infamous game in Colorado where Hernandez's defense was straight up bad, leading to a loss in that infamous clubhouse meeting. Roberts says it was sufficient with the bad potential, but ever since? Average at best. Translation? He's leaving the door wide open for a trade, a shuffle, or worse. And fans? They're furious. Social media is blowing up. Dodgers faithful are calling this betrayal, screaming about how Hernandez helped win 2 championships. But is this just Roberts hedging his bets, or is there a conspiracy to offload him before his contract becomes an albatross? Let me paint the picture for you. Imagine you're in that clubhouse after the Colorado debacle. The air's thick with tension, players avoiding eye contact, and Roberts pulls Hernandez aside. Teo, we love you, but that play? It cost us. Fast forward to now, those words echo in Roberts' presser. Is he planting seeds for a trade? Or is it all smoke? You tell me, what's really going on here? Drop your theories below. Let's set the situation up, because this isn't just idle chatter, it's front office chaos in real time. Reports are flying that the Dodgers could move Hernandez off the roster, potentially trading him to free up space, salary, or just to shake things up. Why the outrage? Because Hernandez isn't some bench warmer. He's a cornerstone of the offense, especially in October. Remember that NLDS meltdown against the Phillies? Hernandez botches a play on JT Realmuto, turns a single into a triple, and boom, the Phillies score 3. Disaster, right? But then in the same game he crushes a 3-run homer to steal the win. That's the Teoscar experience, high risk, high reward. Roberts' comments? They imply the Dodgers are eyeing options, maybe shifting him to left field where his defense won't cost games. But right now? That's code for we're open to anything. And Gomez, the GM, says trading him doesn't feel likely, but adds you can never say never. Come on, that's GM speak for we're listening to offers. People are furious because this feels like the Dodgers abandoning a guy who bled Dodger blue. Is this about money? Performance? Or something bigger? Let's unpack this. The rumors started bubbling in the offseason with outlets like ESPN and The Athletic hinting at Hernandez as trade bait. What? His defense has been a hot topic since that Coors Field nightmare, where a routine fly ball turned into a rally killer. Fans are posting memes of Hernandez as a defensive liability, but counter with clips of his October heroics. Imagine the outrage if the Dodgers actually pull the trigger. Dodger Twitter would erupt like Mount Vesuvius. And here's the kicker. Sources close to the team whisper that Roberts' right now was deliberate, a way to test the waters without committing. Is this manipulation? Or just smart management? You're watching this, do you buy it? Now, let's talk player background, because to understand the conspiracy you gotta know who Teoscar Hernandez is. This guy's a Dominican beast, signed by the Dodgers for a monster deal that's got him locked in for years, with deferred money and bonuses pushing his remaining commitment to just shy of $34 million over a couple seasons. He's 31 in his prime, and he's been the Dodgers' right-handed masher against lefties, crushing them at a clip that's elite. But defensively? Oh boy, that's the Achilles heel. He's got that bad potential Roberts mentioned, with weird hops and English on balls that turn singles into adventures. Last season, he missed 12 games with a groin strain in May, fouled a ball off his foot in July, and wasn't 100%. Strikeout rate up, walk rate down, and his defense? A brutal -10 outs above average. No bueno. Yet, in the postseason when the Dodgers lineup was freezing up like deer in headlights, Hernandez delivered. He's got those clutch gene bats that don't grow on trees. Without him, how many Octobers have the Dodgers choked on runners in scoring position? Too many. And get this, reporters from the Dominican Republic are saying he's primed for a bounce back, looking slim, trim, and clean-shaven after a Miami workout. He's determined to prove that contract was worth it. But the Dodgers? They're eyeing his versatility. Could he play left? Sure. But is that a demotion in disguise? Let's go deeper. Hernandez's journey started in the minors where he was a power-hitting phenom. The Dodgers signed him in 2017, and by 2020 he was a World Series hero. But injuries have plagued him, groin issues, foot problems, and last year his WAR dipped to 1.2, down from 2.5 the prior season. Scouts rave about his bat speed and ability to slow the game down in pressure situations. Remember his walk-off in the 2021 NLCS? Pure Teoscar magic. Yet, defensively he's been graded as below average by outlets like Baseball Prospectus, with arm strength that's adequate but reads on balls that's inconsistent. Fans love him for the intangibles, the energy, the beard, now shaved, the way he rallies the team. But is his background setting him up for a fall? What if the Dodgers see him as a win-now piece that's past his peak? You're invested, share your take on his career arc. Here's where it gets conspiratorial, folks. Why is this strategic? Why suspicious? Because the Dodgers aren't dumb, they know Hernandez's value, but they also see the cracks. Roberts' right now line? That's not accidental, it's a signal to the league that he's available. Think about it. The Dodgers have a loaded outfield with Mookie Betts, Andy Pages, and maybe Cody Bellinger if he returns. Adding another piece like Harrison Bader or Luis Robert Jr. could make Hernandez redundant. But here's the conspiracy angle. Is this part of a bigger plan to tank his trade value? Play up his defense to scare teams away, then deal him for pennies on the dollar? Or is it about competitive balance? The Dodgers are already a superpower. Trading Hernandez could level the playing field without admitting it. Gomez says it's not aggressive, but sources tell me injuries played a bigger role than we know. What if the front office is manipulating narratives to justify a move? Fans are smelling a rat. Why praise him as a favorite who won championships then hint at options? It's like the Lakers dumping Kobe after his comeback. Suspicious? You bet. This screams strategic manipulation to avoid a salary dump or to chase a shiny new toy. Let's theorize. Imagine a backroom deal. Dodgers trade Hernandez to the Padres for prospects, weakening LA while boosting San Diego. Or worse, to the Giants turning a rival into a contender. Roberts' comments could be a smokescreen, planting doubt to lower expectations. And Gomez, you can never say never? That's GM code for, we're already shopping him. What dark secrets are they hiding? Is there pressure from ownership to cut costs? Or is this about grooming Andy Pages as the future? You're the detective, what's the real conspiracy here? Let's compare this to the past because patterns don't lie. Remember when the Dodgers traded Yasiel Puig? That was a fire sale after his defense cratered and the offense dipped. Sound familiar? Puig was the flashy star, but when his WAR fell and injuries hit, boom, traded to the Reds for minor leaguers. Hernandez fits the mold, high upside, but inconsistent defense leading to conversations about his role. Or how about Matt Kemp, moved for prospects when his bat cooled? Kemp was the face of the franchise but after a down year shipped to Atlanta. Hernandez postseason clutch? That's like David Freese in the 2011 World Series, irreplaceable in the moment, but dispensable in the long game. Freese hit that iconic homer but the Cardinals traded him soon after. Why now for Hernandez? Because free agency is heating up, and if Bellinger or Durant becomes available, Hernandez might be the odd man out. League-wide, teams like the Padres or Mets have traded for versatility before. Look at the Padres shipping away stars to rebuild. But the Dodgers? They're not rebuilding, they're reloading. Yet, Roberts' comments echo past Dodgers GM moves, like when they shuffled Jock Peterson around before trading him. Peterson was versatile, but when defense became an issue, he was gone. Hernandez beard shaving? A symbol of rebirth, like Puig's post-trade glow-up. People are furious because this feels like history repeating, Dodgers abandoning a hitter who delivers in big spots for potential elsewhere. What if Hernandez ends up like Puig, thriving elsewhere? Or like Kemp, fading into obscurity? You're seeing the parallels? Does this doom Teoscar? Roster fit analysis? Oh, it's a mess. Positionally, right field is Hernandez's spot, but his defense is a liability, balls bouncing off walls turning doubles into triples. Moving him to left? That could work, as Roberts hinted, protecting against those weird hops. But depth chart-wise, Andy Pages has emerged as a top 5 to -10 center fielder defensively, with gold glove potential in right. Why not flip them? Pages in center, Hernandez in left, where a double stays a double. Salary dynamics? That $34 million is eating cap space, especially with Betts, Ohtani and Freeman gobbling it up. Development concerns? Hernandez's bounce-back potential is real. He's healthy now per sources, but if he stays below average offensively and defensively, he's not worth it. The Dodgers could add an outfielder like Bellinger, versatile, familiar, contact hitter now, or Bader, speed and defense, without trading Hernandez. But if they do move him, it opens space for someone special. The question is the risk worth the reward? Fans say no. Keep him for that right-handed power against lefties in a lefty-heavy lineup. Let's break it down further. Imagine the depth chart post-trade. Without Hernandez, the Dodgers' outfield is Betts, RF, Pages, CF, and a newcomer. But defensively, Pages is a stud. His reads improved mid-season, turning him into a lockdown center. Hernandez in left could stabilize things, but his bat might not justify the move. Salary-wise, his deal is front-loaded with deferreds, but it's still a burden. Developmentally, if he bounces back, he's a steal. If not, a drag. What if they sign Luis Robert Jr.? Robert's speed and power could replace Hernandez's offense, but his defense is elite. Fans are debating, trade Teoscar for upside or keep the known quantity. You're part of this. How would you reshape the roster? Scouting breakdown time. Let's get nerdy. Strengths. Hernandez is a right-handed terror against lefties with a swing that generates serious power. Projections? If healthy, he's an above-average bat with 25 to 30 HR potential and clutch genes that shine in playoffs. Weaknesses? Defense is the killer, 10 OA last year, prone to blunders like that Colorado game. Stats don't lie. Strikeouts up, walk rate down, but in October he was the difference maker. Scouts say his eye test shows improvement post-Colorado, but bat potential lingers. For the Dodgers, he's a fit if he's average defensively and above average offensively. But if not, trade bait. And with his postseason heroics, that 3-run bomb after the error, he's irreplaceable for big moments. Scouts project a bounce back, slim, trim, determined. But rivals? They're licking their lips at the idea of poaching him cheap. Let's dive deeper into the stats. Hernandez's WOBA against lefties last season was .350, elite for a corner outfielder. His ISO, isolated power, hit .220, showing that pop. But his K percent jumped to 28%, and BB percent fell to 7%, hurting his on-base skills. Defensively, his sprint speed is average, 27.5 feet per second. But his jumps are inconsistent. Scouts note he gets burned on line drives. In the postseason, his OPS was .850 with that game-saving homer. Projections from sites like Fangraphs peg him for 2.0 WAR this year if healthy, but only 0.5 if defense regresses. Scouts from the Dominican say he's added strength, focusing on footwork. But weaknesses persist. His arm is only 60 grade on a 20 to 80 scale, limiting right field range. Strengths in clutch? His postseason RBI total 12 in 2023, key in comebacks. What if he repeats that? Or what if injuries strike again? You're crunching numbers. Does the scouting report save or doom him? League-wide reaction? Oh, it's chaos. Rival teams like the Padres, Giants, and Phillies are losing their minds. Why? Because Hernandez is a weapon that could tip the scales. Trading him would be like the Yankees dumping Judge. It weakens the Dodgers and strengthens someone else. Fans across MLB are outraged. Dodgers supporters feel betrayed, while haters are celebrating the potential downfall. Media? They're calling it a strategic pivot or inevitable, but insiders whisper it's about cap space for Ohtani extensions. Gomez denial? It's fueling the fire. People don't buy it. What if the Dodgers trade him to a contender? Instant upgrade. But for now, the outrage is real. Why mess with a winner? Let's amplify this. Padres fans are tweeting, "Send Teoscar our way," envisioning him crushing in Petco. Giants fans? Revenge for the trades. Phillies fans remember that NLDS flip and want him gone. Media outlets like MLB.com are speculating on suitors, Mets for their outfield needs or Astros for a playoff boost. Executives are buzzing. GMs from weaker teams see Hernandez as a steal, given his contract. Fan outrage? Dodgers Twitter is a war zone with threads debating loyalty versus pragmatism. One fan posted, "Trading Teo is like trading the soul of the team." Rivals mock, Dodgers finally admitting their flaws? What if this sparks a bidding war? Or what if no one bites due to his defense? You're seeing the fallout. How does this affect your team? Big picture implications? This could redefine the Dodgers' season and the league's balance. If they trade Hernandez, their offense loses that right-handed punch against lefties. Think Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, all lefties. October nightmares return. Free agency? It signals the Dodgers are shopping stars, scaring off talent. Competitive imbalance? MLB's already skewed toward LA. Losing Hernandez evens it out but weakens them. For the season, expect a bounce back from Teoscar if kept, or a hole if traded. Long term? It sets a precedent. Dynasties trade pieces to stay elite. But fans ask, is this the end of the Hernandez era? Let's expand. Season-wise, without Hernandez, the Dodgers lineup might struggle against southpaws. His .950 OPS versus lefties is unmatched. Free agency ripples. Stars like Bellinger might avoid LA if they see trades happening. League balance? MLB's parity push could benefit, but Dodgers' dominance wanes. Hypotheticals: trade him to the Yankees, sudden AL West threat. Or keep him, win another ring. Long term?